we have to do is what is called upon us to be a part of the body, to do the things that Christ has called us to do. It says that if you exclude them because of how they look or what they are wearing, then you're going against the rule. What's the rule? What's the rule? To treat others as you would like to be treated. That's what everybody should live by. You treat somebody else how you would like to be treated. If you want to be ignored, by all means, ignore away. If you want to be excluded from things, then by all means, exclude other people from the things that you're doing. But nobody voluntarily wants to be ignored or excluded. Nobody wants to be shunned or set aside. Everybody wants to be a part of something. So you want to treat others as you would like to be treated. It's not about the outside of the person. It's not about what they look like. It's not about what money they can bring to the ministry. It's not about what they look like or what they do or what kind of car they drive. It's about the heart of the person. And what do they feel? What are they trying to accomplish? If they're a caring and loving and kind person, they've had some bad luck. They've had some things happen. They didn't get a break here and there. So now they're down the luck. They might be homeless. They might just be, they might be their style. I've seen some people that wear some things and do some stuff that, it's not for me, but it may be what they like. So that's not for us to judge, but it's for us to bring them the gospel. And if they want to live and do what they're called by the name of Christ and they confess their sin, that's all that we can ask for. The outside could be deceiving. Because you can look at people, they could be dressed to the nines, but they could be as mean as anybody else you want to see. They could be deceivers, they could be liars. Just because they look the part doesn't necessarily mean that they are. Because the heart is where the truth comes from. The outside, just like the other one say, you can't judge a book by its cover. Just because it looks nice doesn't mean that it is. Just because they look rich doesn't mean that they are. They could be in debt up to here, trying to afford all these things that they're doing. So you don't want to judge a book by its cover. You don't want to look at them just because they walk in and say, oh yeah, you sit right here, this is the best seat in the house. We'll take care of you, we'll bring you anything you want. And they don't have any more than the other person. I used to know a guy that was a car salesman, and he didn't experience it, but he saw it from a distance. A guy came into the car lot, was wearing, just raggedy clothes. He had jeans with holes in them, and shirt was all dirty and stuff. And he come on the car lot, was looking for cars, and nobody wanted to help him. None of the salesmen wanted to go to him. They're like, this guy's going to waste my time. I'm in commission. I need to sell a car. This guy's not going to buy a car. I'm not going to go out there and wait on him. He was out there for 30 minutes or so wandering around the lot. Finally, this one guy, he's a new guy, he kind of went out there and said, asked him, sir, can I help you? He said, yeah, I want to buy a car. What you looking for? And this is, I don't know, 20 years ago or so. He was, so he said, I want to buy, I forget even now what it was. It was a Lincoln or something like that, but it was $20,000, $25,000, $30,000 car. It was really expensive. He's like, you sure that's what you want to look at? Yeah, I want to look at one of those. So they went over there and looked at it. He said, yep, I like that one. I like that color. He said, I want two, actually. I want one for me and one for my wife. And he pulled out a briefcase, and he had cash. Paid for the cars right there. He didn't negotiate. He didn't haggle. He didn't anything. So I want those two. Here's cash. The guy was like blown away. He didn't expect that. He wasn't looking for that. This guy didn't look like he had anything. He didn't look like he had two nickels to rub together. The looks could be deceiving. He paid cash for those cars. He didn't have to. He got his commission. He made a ton of money, and everybody was happy. But you can't judge a book by its cover. You have to get to know the person. You have to experience them and see what they have to offer. Because I've seen many people that came on the car lot that were dressed like they could buy anything. And you run the credit report, and they're scrounging to get one of the low-dollar budget things on, buy your pay or stuff. You can't judge a book by its cover. You have to get to know people. You have to reach out. If you ever take the time to learn a person, you may place your trust in them. If you don't take the time to learn a person, you may put your trust in them foolishly. You may try to build a relationship with this person, and they may be just trying to use you or do something to hurt you. Because we are the body of Christ. We have to get to know people. We have to learn them. We have to find out what their ministry is and see where they can fit in and see where we can help them and see what we can do for them. How do you form your opinions of people? When you see somebody new, how do you form your opinions of them? Do you instantly size them up